So most cells that we encounter are very small. They are smaller than 1 millimeter. So we can't use the unit for micrometers because that would be confusing. So we use micrometers. So just look at how that unit looks, like a little U with an extra little line to measure them. So when we convert, it's 1 millimeters is equal to 1,000 micrometers. So a typical cell would be about 10 to 100 micrometers wide. Okay, so let's look at a question of how to determine the size when we have a scale bar or scale line that is given. There, I have my little eyes to show you where the scale line is here. Oopsie, like this, so you can actually see it. Okay, so we are first going to take our little ruler. We're going to take our ruler and then we are going to measure that line. Take it and we measure it. Toot. And then let's say we measured it and we found it was 13 millimeters long, that scale line. So that thing means 13. Oh, let me use maybe a different color. Sometimes red hurts my eyes and it's sometimes written on the board. So that means that scale line for every 13 millimeters, it is equal to 1 micrometers. Okay, so then we are going to determine or measure our diameter of this little cell, and it looks like a chloroplast because I can see the thylakoid and the stroma. Okay, then I'm going to measure the diameter. Okay, and let's say I measured it and I got 91 millimeters. Okay, then we are going to use our formula that we need to know. Actual true size of the object is the measured size of the object that we measured, my 91, times the actual length of the scale bar. So that is the actual length in micrometers. And then what we measured it to be. So 13 millimeters long. So go and write it out with your units. You substitute it in with your units because it's going to be very important to cancel it out. Like with maths. So that's why it's very important to concentrate on all the classes because you use it in all the classes. It's applicable in most all of the classes. Okay.
What is toy? Mama,
Okay, so we write it down with our units. So there I can already see the millimeters are going to cancel out. Then we will be left with the micrometers. So then we times the 91 with the 1, 91 micrometers divided by 13. And that will give us, I think, yes, the 7 micrometers. Yay! So then we have our answer there. I made the rest of the video is how we go like step by step. Like 13 millimeters equal to 1. So then if we divide it to get that actual one, you would get your answer can be maybe 6.99 micrometers. And that will give us the 7 if we run. Let's try another one. Okay, so we took our, this is now our question. Here we have our question and we need to determine the real size of that cell. We have our scale line, 5 micrometers. So then we're going to take our ruler and we are going to measure that scale line. We are going to measure it, measure it, measure it. And let's say when we measured it, we found it to be 25 millimeters. Okay. And now we need to get our diameter, measure our diameter. And let's say when we measured our diameter, we got it to be 60 millimeters. Okay, so now again, we're going to go and substitute it in to our formula that we have here. Just erase it. Just go and substitute it in. So that's actually much easier than to go and work out, okay, how many micrometers is equal to 1 millimeter, etc. So if we just substitute it into our formula, it is much easier. Then I'll say that at the end. So let's measured size of the object. We said it was 60. Yes, 60 millimeters. The actual length of the scale bar was 5 micrometers. And the measured length when we measured the scale board was 25 millimeters. Again, so easy. So the millimeters is going to cancel out. 60 times 5 divided by 25 times 5 divided by 25, and that would be 12, the unit that's left over, micrometer. So what I just want us to be aware of is what they ask us. Should the unit be at the end? Should it be in micrometers or should it be in millimeters? That is just what we need to be mindful of. So sometimes there is a question where a scale bar is given where we can work out the size of the cell. So there's the little eyes. Look at the bottom. There is the scale bar. Very important because we're going to use it for our calculations. This is the formula that we are going to use to substitute our measurements in. So I showed where I substituted into the formula. What you can also do is you can work it out step by step, whichever method is easier for you. So let's go first. What we do is we measure the scale line. So we see the scale line is 1 micrometer. We couldn't put the unit is not mm because we already have millimeters. So this is micrometers. We measure it with our ruler. Let's say this one was 13 millimeters long. So every 1 micrometer is equal to 13 millimeters. So we're going to look, we need to convert it into micrometers. So then we're going to take the 1 divided by 13 and we get our answer. Then we measure the diameter. Let's say the diameter was 91 millimeters. Now we take the diameter times it by our amount that we worked out the scale line's actual measurement was, and then we get 699. And if we round it off, it will be 7 micrometers. And that is the actual size of the cell. So let's just recap. Measure the scale bar. Divide the actual by the measured. Multiply by the cell's measured size. So I hope this helped you a little bit. And if it did, please like, comment, and share. I will really appreciate it. And it will help this channel grow a bit.